So after 40, you're like, my body's
Who's
not
after 40?
recovering. We're both over 40.
Speak for yourself.
My body's not recovering the same. The energy feels different, even in marriage. How do you keep how do you keep going? Like, what keeps you motivated to say like there's more?
Mm. There's more life, you mean?
Yeah, like life's not over, but like when your energy
Yeah.
changes and your hormones changes.
Your hormones are changing? Do you
Yeah,
find that? Because as a man.
no.
No, but as men too, I think y'all testosterone.
My energy changes where like I really want to be in the bed at 8 p.m.
You've always wanted to be in the bed at 8 p.m. since we've been married.
Has
What are you
it?
talking about?
Well, I think the first like 6 years because I was sleep deprived.
Oh, yeah, we had our baby
No, before
a
that.
year after we got married.
So sleep deprived twice.
Uh-huh.
The first part when we got married when we didn't have Aaliyah, I was always running off of going to sleep like at 12:30 at night,
Okay.
waking up at 4
Mm-hmm.
for years.
That was true sleep deprivation right there.
But I didn't know like.
Yeah.
So before I used to be bragging like, yo, I can fall asleep in a minute. And this
Mhm.
guy told me, he was like, that's not supposed to happen.
It's supposed to be a wind
I was
down.
like, I don't need a wind down. I don't need anything. If I just shut my eyes long enough, I can get it. So I was sleep deprived then.
Okay.
And then we both were sleep deprived when Leah came. That was like walking zombies. So
we didn't know what we was. Yo, it was crazy. I remember one time. I think I took a picture of you. You was feeding her
fell
the
asleep
bottle
with her,
and
right?
you fell asleep.
I was bad,
You was holding the bottle in her mouth and you was you was knocked out.
Yo, but I was
everything
still,
sick.
and I was still trying to help that same schedule.
Yeah, that was wild.
I was still.
And I went back to work too. It was crazy.
So like we hit 40.
Yep.
40's not old,
Mm-hmm.
but your
40,
energy.
you're just beginning.
Yeah, your energy changes, which could affect the marriage.
Mhm.
What's the good and some of the challenges you see with that?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 100. It all depends on your lifestyle though, because like 40 is not the same for everybody.
Mhm.
Like I've seen some people I went to school with, I'm like, dang, Gina, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, son.
What happened? ¿Cómo estás? But then I see some that are just like living their best life. Like their 40 look better than their 20s, you know? But for me, I'm like, 40 was like it was like I had more wisdom. Went through I don't have the foolishness of mind anymore. You know what I'm saying? You went through some stuff in your 20s. You're like, I was definitely more settled where I'm now married. We have children, we have our home, and like I just felt a lot more grounded. But it also was a big turning point for like what's next. Because like the last 40 or the last 20 years, I would say, was about very intentional planning for me, about career, about, you know what I mean? I've gone through so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, it's not an aspirational 10-year, 15-year plan like that anymore. So it's like, what's the new plan? What's the new next 40 years or the next 20 years going to be like with our family now, right? Now it's a whole family move instead of like Jamaica focus. So yeah, I definitely think 40 was just like I just did an overhaul. Like I feel like the whiteboard was completely erased. It was like a restart. Like remember one time we did an exercise where we like
got a whiteboard.
Got our whiteboard and we made a new plan that was like the cost plan, because Jamaica had her plan on the left, Drew had his plan on the right, but there was no cost.
He actually superseded that plan too.
We did? I would love to. I wish he would have took a picture before we.
I think we did before Apple started making us have to delete every photo on that to have space. Shout out to Apple.
We love Apple. Apple might be our next sponsor.
Yeah, come sponsor us. But I remember writing on that board. One of the top things was to move, to start like dissolve some of the stuff we had, some of the businesses. We had a bunch of businesses at once.
Mm-hmm.
To like dissolve some of those. Homeschooling was one of them.
On the board?
Yeah, when we wrote it, we were not. It was on the board. It wasn't like this about to happen.
That was
And
wild.
then it happened.
Yeah.
Anaya finishing college was
Mm-hmm.
one, and then us figuring out like how to learn connection to do things together,
Mm-hmm.
and like so we did a lot on that board. I think for me 40 was scary.
Really?
Yeah, 40 made me feel like I've always wrestled with like I don't got my life together.
Uh-huh.
But then the more I've talked to people, you start realizing, is it having life together, or is it seasonal and some planning and stuff like that? But I 40 was hard. It was probably the second birthday I had that I wasn't depressed,
Okay.
so that was good. But it was more so like, man, like in 10 more years, Aaliyah's gonna be 16, Naya's gonna be 30.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a way we might be empty nesters, like, or whatever. But I was like, the main thing was, how do you now use all of the scars, all of the seasons, all of the lessons now to better the next 40 years? And one thing that stuck out to me was find out what prohibits you from doing life together. And once you find that out, go after it with like a spear, like attack the thing that stops it. Because like I said before in like previous episodes, when we do things together and work together, like we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying like if we had to be in a competition. Shout out, we did a competition before. We was rocking people at the park, remember, with the
Shout out to Mary Master.
Yeah, we were rocking people. But 40 was like, there's certain things that don't matter the same way they used to. Like before, we mentioned before having a massive sneaker collection. I got like 3 pairs of sneakers, and one of them are Crocs.
Yep. I remember saying that too. I was like, if this dude really loved me, like if when we got through a real hard season, I was like, he gonna sell these sneakers. And before I knew it, I was seeing them Poshmark boxes going out. I was like, oh
No,
my
one time you
God.
went downstairs and you was like,
It was like no sneakers. I was like, yo, he do love me. He never knew that I had fleeced the Lord about it. Like, if this dude have this $5,000 sneaker collection and we over here broke.
not knowing that my sneaker collection grew out of trauma.
Yeah, but okay, because you had them forever. Every time I used to say something about those sneakers,
The trauma was,
you'd be like, I got those in '96.
yo, I loved collecting sneakers. Like if I was rich, I would collect sneakers now. Probably not the same style, but my dad, whenever he would disappoint me, he would come give me sneakers.
Okay.
So I always felt like if I'm having a hard season or month,
Get you some sneakers.
get me some sneakers. I mean, that's a bad thing to do, but
Some people do a lot of different. Yeah.
Some people do
Some
drugs
people have
instead.
different habits or whatever.
mine kept me out of jail.
I would say though, for me, that 40, because like I said, I don't know if I'm living vicariously through you, because we claiming that you 40 and above. I'm not claiming that, but vicariously, through you, I would say that the same thing, that it was almost like a lot of the stuff just became stuff. I was like, I really don't care about the fancy car anymore. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't care about the big house anymore either. You know what I mean?
That was a big one there.
That was a really big one. I was like, let's get a tiny home.
We was tiny home searching
we
for
was tiny
every
home.
night.
We was trying to find a tiny home that would fit our little family of 4.
We almost did.
And we was almost there. But it's like things just changed how we were looking at things. I was like, I want to be comfortable. I want to have security. I want to know we have a little nest for our future.
We want to travel.
And we want to travel, and I want to be safe. I never would have thought that I would even include the word safe when somebody asked me what my values were, because it's like, that's automatic. No, it don't become. It didn't become automatic for me
Hmm.
anymore. It became a real thing of a priority for us. I was like, no, I want my children and my family to feel safe and to be safe.
I think one that why the energy felt different after 42 is
Mhm.
not that you lived so much of stuff, but you've seen other people like live their lives too and see like those things are great, but is it gonna matter in the long run? Where is it gonna benefit you in the long run? Like I remember before we had moved, selling the house was like what are we doing? Like and you start thinking like what is the house really gonna mean later?
Remember that lady came when we were selling because I was struggling. It was a house that I had. I had purchased the house when I didn't have a lot of money at all. I think I was making like 40,000. And that, I mean, some others might be making that too, but at the time in buying a home, it was just like, what are you doing buying a home? This is many years ago, and
Over
yeah.
over
Anaya was 3, so it's about
17 years ago. Wow.
And I bought it because I had a goal for my daughter at that time to live in one house. I wanted her to live and graduate from one house. And that was because I moved around a lot as a kid. It was like a goal of mine for her to be stable in one place. And we did that. She graduated from the same school system that she started in and lived in that
Yeah.
same house. So the goal was accomplished.
Hold up. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
out of both of us, she's the only one that's gone through the school like district.
Yeah.
The school's elementary, the town's elementary, middle school, and high school.
Yeah, she went through the whole thing from start to finish, and it was a blessing because we know that she also has some challenges. That I felt like that school system actually really helped me, and the community helped me a lot. But with that being said, that's what I was really letting go of, and I didn't realize until that lady
I didn't know
came.
that.
Yeah, remember the lady came? We were leaving. Excuse me. We were moving down south, and we were selling like everything, and it was like time crunch. We were selling stuff for $1, $2.
2 days before. 3 days
I was
before.
having a heart attack. I was like, we bought that for $50. Why did you give it that for $2? But I remember the lady came in the driveway, and she was getting that chair, and I was helping her put it in the car, and she was like, "You moving?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she must have heard it in my voice. Like she was like, "I just sold my place too." She said, "The house served the purpose." She said, "I wanted my kids to go to the same school, same story." She said, "And now they graduated this year, and I'm moving out." She's like, "I'm getting me my own little studio." That's what she said. She said, "I'm getting a studio apartment where there's a coffee shop downstairs, and I just helped both of my children get their first apartments at their colleges that they're going to, and I'm out of here." I was like, she was like, "This chair is for my son for his new apartment in school," and I was like,
That's when it clicked.
that's when
For
it
you.
clicked. I was like, season is over.
Because it was a fight.
It was a fight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Last month, last couple weeks, I was like, "Hey, we're planning to move. We gotta sell this stuff." Like,
The thing that you notice, because I'm not a verbal fighter. Like I don't even know the last time we might have had like 5 times
what
where you had a verbal fight.
what if our new parents say we have?
Oh, they said something
intense fellowship.
We haven't had intense fellowship. We might have had like 5 times in our entire marriage. But where we do fight is in my silence. And Drew never yells at me ever. I was always yelling at him. But he never yells ever. But I fight in my silence, so I just do nothing. And so you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm fighting because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't calling nobody. I'm tired of Facebook asking me 5,000 questions about this 5-year-old pocketbook.
I sold a lot of Facebook Market stuff from our house.
You did?
I
met a lot of great people.
When you kept being silent, I was like,
I would come home and the house would look emptier and emptier.
I'm like, "Yo, come get it. I'm not coming outside. Cash out the money." It's on the grass.
Facebook Market was.
Yeah, but I think we started learning too. If one of us is like slow to start moving like that, there's something else that's happening that
Yep.
maybe the person doesn't even know they're aware of it, but it's usually something that's slowing them up. So that when she came and met you, I was sad because I had got rid of my chair, my rollerblades.
Oh, that was your chair?
Yeah, the blue and black one.
Oh yeah, that's
And the
right.
rollerblades, it was like in the same day. So part of me was just like,
What are we doing? Then that time when we left the house, let me tell you about Drew. He get on my nerves, yo. We pulling out the house. The new people who bought the house gonna be pulling in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So he trying to rush the whole Martin moment. Remember when Martin when the last episode of Martin, and he turned off the light and he just looking around.
We didn't have that time.
I'm just looking around, closing the door. Come on, they coming. So he didn't give me an opportunity to finish my moment. You did it, because you was telling me, beep, beep, come on, let's go.
I
Beep,
didn't know
beep.
what you were doing, but I was like,
Yeah, I was having my Martin
we
moment.
gotta get out before these people come in.
And I'm walking down the stairs and hearing him beep, beep. And I didn't get my chance. So it's all in me. It was all like in my chest. It was in my throat. So I was like, I'm just gonna look out the window. I'm looking out the window trying to get the frog out my throat. And we're backing up from this house that I purchased with barely no money.
With the car packed out.
With the car packed, got our 2 kids in the back. We're heading down south. And then all of a sudden, I just feel somebody go like this on my shoulder. He done put his hand on my shoulder. I just broke. I was like,
And within like 15 minutes later on the highway, she like, I'm like, yo,
We on our way.
when I cry, I'm like, I'm done for like the next hour. I'm done for the next hour. Jamaica was back there like jamming. We had some 90s R&B on. But so like,
when you say goodbye, you say goodbye.
So you realize like, it did serve its purpose. Like, but like as you get older or mature, you start realizing like, what are the things that are really gonna be things that stick around? Something that we said was, Jamaica used to always say this, and I couldn't understand it completely until later. She used to always say, I want to take 2 vacations with us, 2 vacations with the girls. And she was just trying to give them and us more experiences. Like, we grew up so poor, like I used to say, only experiences that we had was funerals. Like, if somebody died, you just went down there, but you start realizing, like, what are the things that are really going to matter for our family and not for everybody else's family? Like, do we need a big house? Can we figure it out? No. Like, do we need the fanciest car? No. We've had a lot of fancy cars. But we started realizing, like, when we get older, like, the thing that we want is we want to feel good. Like, we don't want to be 65, 70 and just broken up. We want to feel good. We want to give our girls the best life that we can give them, and we want to give our marriage more attention. And those are things that has shifted from being 40 up versus being when we got married. I was in my 30s. I forgot. I don't know what I was, but you just start realizing like there is more to life. So like if we came back and did a podcast 30 years from now, you guys are probably here. We visited a lot of countries. I want to do a lot of cruises.
Yeah.
I do. I've been thinking about cruises every day.
Okay.
I want to do a lot of cruises.
Let's do it.
I'm down. A lot of cruises. I want to do some hobbies, like just stuff like we wouldn't even think of. But I definitely want to like live this next section of life slower.
Okay.
Like we've always lived like a hustle to like put the foot on the pedal and go hard, like more intentional, more slower. Something that I was thanking God for this morning before we landed the plane. And I was like, God, I remember telling you in February that I want to be able to go on more just random lunch dates and coffee dates with my wife. And like we've done a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Like slow. Before it would have been like, we ain't got no time. Run. Like, but you start realizing like you're older, energy changes. where does my energy go? So,
Yeah.
anything you want to say there? No.
No. Other than the fact that it's like fine wine, it gets better over time.
I have more wine taste.
And we don't drink. But, it's getting sweeter. Yes, hormones are changing. Yes, bodies are changing.
Bodies are, man.
But
that's a daily struggle, man. I'd be like, yo, I wish I had the body I had when I was 20 years old, yo.
You still have a great body to me. I enjoy my chocolate muscle couture.
I'll be struggling, yo. I see the.
I don't know what he talking about.
I see the little young 20-year-old, the little 20-year-old men in the gym.
You be trying to get back to the 20.
No,
You know
what I said? I'd be like, bro, you can have it. I can teach you how to have longevity with it. Cause that little six pack.
You don't be in there kissing your ass.
Absolutely not.
Ain't
I'll
that
be in there
crazy?
crying for the Lord. Got me crying for the Lord. I'm like, Lord, if it be possible, let this cup pass for me. I'd hate working out. Like, just give me another remedy. But we'll be back. Make sure you guys subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Be good. Be great.
Peace.